Today we're going to talk about how to transplant our herbs that we had growing into another larger container. Some of the ways that you can do it is you can have a wood container, you can use any of your planter boxes. You may want to add this to a garden bed, but today I have a wooden planter. I want to be able to add this closer to my house, my front porch, so that I can harvest off of these herbs and take them indoors and use them whenever I'm cooking. One of the things that we really want to think about is to make sure that you have good labels. We think we know what we've planted or we're transplanted, and as the season progresses, we might forget what the herb is that we've actually added to our garden. So making sure that you have good label structure in there, a color code, whatever you're doing it will be helpful later on whenever something dies out and you want to replace it or you want to start it again. This is cilantro. We know that cilantro is usually a cool season. When it gets extremely hot, they tend to bolt and go to flower, and the leaves become more bitter. So this is one that you can start early spring, hold off on it through the middle of the heat of the summer, and start again late fall. So I like to label this when I do this blue because it gives me a cool season herb that I like to add to my planters. Today I also have basil. I'm going with the yellow because I know I have lots of basils. I love all the different basils that you can have. Lemon basil is one of my favorite basils. It has a great smell to it, but then you also can use it on poultry and fish, and so I harvest this a lot for a lot of my dishes. I want to mark it because I also like to use Thai basil and I like to use sweet basil, so this will give me a marker knowing that I have a yellow tag that this is actually a lemon basil in my container. And the final one is some fennel. This is bronze fennel. I'm going to use it as red because it's that bronzy color, but it also, we know that pollinators love it. So if I'm not going to use a lot of it in my dishes, I know pollinators will be attracted to my garden and I can highlight what I have. I'm going to take my labels out, but I'm going to mark that area. I also want to turn it slightly. Now, this might be a little root bound. These are not, but if you get one from the store, if you happen to go to a garden center, you want to make sure that you're kind of scrunching the bottom of it to loosen up any of that root system that might be still rounding it or connecting to it. And I tend to want to tip mine over and just check it. This one is doing well. We have plenty of soil around it. It's healthy, so I know the root system is good. So I'm not going to disturb that root system. It's not impinging or circling, so I don't have to do anything with it. I just need to make a small hole here and place this soil in here on this transplant. I'm gonna kind of push it down in there. I don't want to compact it too much, but I want to leave enough space around it. I'm gonna mark with my blue to know it's the cilantro, and I'm gonna add my marker in there just until it gets going really well. I'm going to add my lemon basil next to it. I know this is going to bush out and get taller. Again, I'm going to squash make sure that they're coming out. I'm going to pack around it, but I don't want to push it all the way to the bottom of my container. Make a nice hole here. Bring our fennel. Now that I have everything transplanted down the way I want it, I have it labeled, I have it set, I'm going to bring our water source up. Again, I'm going to use that mister so that I don't damage it off. I'm going to go ahead and mist it and water it in. I can clean off any of those leaves so that they don't have any excess soil that might hinder any sunlight to it. Now your transplants might need a little more water than your seedlings as you get going, but you can water them in again. So these I probably will go ahead and mist in, allow them to get settled, and then water again heavily tomorrow. I'll go ahead and make sure they get plenty of water again tomorrow. And then I will get on to another 3-day regimen of watering them. If it's dried out any and it's not spongy to the touch, then I will go ahead and mist them and make sure they have a good watering in. You want them to have approximately 1 inch of rainfall of water per week. So you want to make sure that you have a good regimen on your water and what you want to do to make sure that they're getting plenty of moisture. These again do not need to have a lot of fertilizer. Herbs need minimal amount of fertilizer, so you can do a slow release fertilizer for these, or you can do a water soluble. I would say get on a regimen that you do the water soluble for 1 week, and then you wait and put it off again for another 3 weeks. If they're starting to maybe discolor and turn yellow, you might need to fertilize sooner, but these are looking really great. They don't need to be over fertilized. They will thrive through your garden or in your containers. They can take a little less watering than over watering, and we don't want to have any root rot issues. But they look really great. We have them labeled, and you'll be able to enjoy them and harvest them throughout the growing season. If you have any questions, please look at our website or visit our other YouTube channels on how to take care of your herbs.